oldest player potentially.
You know,
here
you can
at
call
the
me
tournament,
salty that we didn't make you. You say 100 Thieves sucks, but at the end of the day, like you gotta put some respect on Sentinels. They're playing amazing. They look amazing. So I do hope that Sentinels wins. All the beef and the drama aside, I do hope they win. If nothing else for NA, like they deserve it. They look by far like just the best team right now.
Still, no switches coming through. They still want to play solo as that breach initiator for this double play that they have. And they've been good at it, actually, on these set plays to work towards at least the long C executions. I love the flasher some solo.
Stop being salty that 100 Thieves didn't make it. I'm not. I'm sad that we were not there, but like, you know, you have to put some respect on Sentinels. You gotta put respect.
Is just how TenZ was able to move around with that operator as Jet on the A side.
Any kind of like team drama or like teammates or whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, they look like the best team, and they deserve this. So we're getting live here. Let's see what ends up happening. But I think this is about to be the swiftest 2-0 of the whole tournament. Maybe not though.
For Sentinels at the choke point area, it won't spot anything, so they might be able to rotate one player back.
Both NUTURN and Sentinels feeling one another out in the early moments here on Haven. You can see that's, I mean, we've seen this from Sentinels so far this tournament. They do often like to opt into just playing quite a passive opening just to really allow their opponents, well, allow themselves time to see what their opponents want to do.
I don't know if you guys were watching yesterday, but NUTURN plays this weird, like, hyper-aggressive comp, but they play it very passively. They play it very, like, they don't really, like, dash up with the breach flashes, usually. They default a lot instead of being, like, hyper-aggressive, which is different than on teams that run double duelist breach. So we'll see if they've changed anything, or if they're going to get stomped in Haven like they have the last 2 times they played it. Hopefully it's a close one, chat. Hopefully we get a map 3, but
it's not going to work. But look at this. They're falling back to try to sell a fake towards this A side because Perry stays inside this corner. So up to Solo.
This weird thing too where their breach is like their lurker. It's so weird.
Actually Shazam to rotate towards the A side, but the hit
Prediction?
is still going to happen towards C.
13-6 Sentinels win this map.
I love this from NUTURN. Really trying to big brain Sentinels here, but there comes the flash, and Sentinels now know exactly what's going on. 6 deep, he's in the cage actually. He's gonna have to try to pick. Oh my god, Sick is nuts! Great shot there, and that's going to eliminate most of these entry fraggers here for NUTURN. 7 seconds to go, they've got to plant the spike. They've got to start playing the spike, there's no time.
He stopped it. No time to plant.
He's done it.
It's over.
The round is impossible to win now, there's just no time. And Sentinels will pick it up, despite a few extra kills coming in late here for NUTURN.
Wow. Well, I guess that's a silver lining, right? They get no spike plant for NUTURN. Sola gets 4 kills and a death.
Like, I don't know if Shroud. I don't think Shroud's back yet. But dude, these guys have such an aggressive and like such a good comp to just like dash, satchel, flash in, but they don't. They're running the clock out every round. We saw it the last 2 times they played Haven. It's the same thing. They're executing with like 15, 20 seconds left, and they have to go through Cypher cages, Astra sucks, Dart, like it's so hard.
And no force buy this time from NUTURN. Mackie just hopping up, looking to get in towards B. Well, he destroyed a tripwire for his troubles at least.
Oh, wow.
Hello.
Okay.
Nice catch. Oh, speaking of a good catch, Solos. Gonna take down Zombs as well. There's only 3 players left now for Sentinel. Oh, no. This is getting quite awkward. They have to get the spike though, and it's actually back window, which is precisely where TenZ is. TenZ could still save this round. He spotted the spike. Oh my goodness. Well, there goes Perry, and he's lit up Allow. Like, Allow can't really fight TenZ at all, and TenZ knows it. He's gonna finish him off.
At least Perry got the kill before he died, right? So that actually puts TenZ on his own. It's
this is winnable here.
1, but TenZ could definitely be the clutcher.
Oh, they wasted breach ult
the
for
rolling
this.
thunder. He loves to see
Oh,
it.
you're back, Shroud?
Yeah, it's bad timing.
I love that.
in typical NUTURN fashion, they just get demolished piss round by time running out, and then this round they force and win, but off a breach ult. Breach ult second round.
Oh, you're saying NUTURN played a slow pistol and lost due to time, and now they got.
And now they just push and kill everyone.
Okay. What's their comp? Is it the standard?
Same,
Yeah,
same to dead.
Same thing.
Jet raise breach, yeah.
Yeah, same as dude. I feel like this is a dated comp, man.
It's like first strike comp.
Yeah.
Almost dodged that too with a dash.
Which at this point is like 6 months ago now.
It is Sentinels on this.
I wonder why. Why are they running this? I mean, it's work. I mean, they've gotten this far, so it's got to be working, kind of.
Yeah, but the thing is, not off their Haven. This is the third. This is the okay. The last 2 times they played Haven is, what did you say? 16-3, 16-4,
13-5s, both of them.
or sorry, 13, not 16. My bad. But yeah, I mean, like I said, they're playing this hyper aggro comp, and they're not playing hyper aggressive. They're not abusing like jet raise breach. Their breach is still lurking.
It's hard to say though, because remember how we found out that NUTURN has the worst starts ever?
Yeah.
Their worst starts were on Haven. Haven was the first map that they got 13-5 on, both BO3s. So I don't know. You know, I don't know how accurate that is. If they always have such a slow start.
Was Haven the first map both times too? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Yeah. Both 13-5s were the first map, and then they ended up winning the second one, second and the third one. So they might just have a really, really, not a bad Haven, but a bad start.
Well, you wonder if it's just also the regional difference too. Just on Haven, all these teams are playing Astra, and you know I don't think Vision Strikers plays Astra on Haven. So if nobody from Korea really plays Astra, and all of a sudden they're playing all these EU and NA teams that do play Astra, or even like the post plant lineups, like the Viper, Brim, Killjoy, Sova, it might just be they haven't seen this. They haven't had to deal with like trying to X you with 15 seconds, and all of a sudden you're getting Astra sucked, arrowed, darted, like everything.
Yeah.
And have less bodies for Sentinels, less chances for Sentinels.
That said, I mean, they're halfway to their normal score line, so
just running down that map,
that's fucked up.
Trying to create that diversions, trying to force the rotations, and running back towards that seaside. It's something definitely night and day from their blind play, where it was static on a default to try to figure out Sentinels. But so far, it's been going pretty well to control the map at the beginning.
For some reason, NUTURN's playstyle reminds me of T1. I don't know why.
As I mentioned that,
because that's how T1 plays as well. They walk around and try to X you with like 15 seconds. They do like the old school CS thing. Or I call it seesawing. I know you.
I said ping pong, but seesaw's way better.
Yeah, they seesaw around. They try to find an opening, and if they don't find one, they execute with like 15-20 seconds left.
Running low on those. Hunter's Fury comes through. Oh, this is a fantastic.
I'm not trying to say Korea is a bad region or anything. I just think they're not used to it. It's just a different playstyle.
Such a smart read. Ten's got the information, knowing they grouped up in a lobby. It's hard to dodge that Hunter's Fury if you're shooting.
Ryan was saying that T1 is just all over the place, changing their comps right now, trying to figure out where they want to land.
Still a problem, and the dash too.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing Sean said. There's just so many like different comps and agent lineups you can run that it's hard to land on something. Like, what is considered meta?
Yeah.
Every region has their own meta.
Yeah.
There's the spike. I mean, Perry can do whatever he
wants. I feel like what's meta is just what your team can do the best.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much what it is. Because like as weird as it is, because like they're professional players, but as weird as it is, some people just like they just can't perform the same if they were told, all right, you're our Astra now, and they were Jet the whole time. You know, some people just can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people that are actual, like, can only play one agent. Like, there's Jet one tricks that can only play Jet. And so they base their agent lineup around, you know, that knowledge.
Unfortunately, I just don't think that's, I don't think, if you're that kind of player, I just don't think this is the game for you, in my opinion. If you want to be a long-term player in this scene.
I agree.
I think you need to learn to adapt, you need to up your pool, and you need to be constantly ready, because like Riot isn't Valve. They're not just going to sit here and let the game just exist and do nothing.
Exactly. I mean, I feel like my team talks about it a lot sometimes, and we think that like depending on like what map you're playing, if you're starting attack or defense first, the team you're playing against, like it'll eventually be flexed to whatever agent is best against them.
Yeah, that's what Sean said. Sean said that same thing.
It just makes sense. It's gotta go that way eventually. This game is just so new. You can get away being a one trick for now.
Dude, if Dapper got one entry, this would have been a super easy round for them. One entry kill on that exact. Oh my god.
Harry's feeling himself now.
That was a nice shot. One entry though, then that would have been convincing.
It would have changed everything.
Yeah, that first kill, that Dapper kind of whiffed.
I actually like the
I feel like it's so easy to whiff in this game, and I don't know why.
The standard way, usually when you see an Omen inside that C choke and he throws that paranoia.
Makes me mad how easy it is to whiff.
At the same time, though, you have some great flashes being thrown by Solo just by the same spot at Logs 2 to flash the default in the back.
It's just like, just don't whiff. Just aim better.
Yeah, like I guess, like I don't know. You just like what can like.
We can't all be like you, Shroud. We can't just all have sick aim.
No, I'm saying. I was saying that from a personal experience, man. It's so easy to whiff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But look at Tense's position. He's in a great spot for a 2.
Maybe it's my res.
And there it is.
Maybe it's just everything. Res, crosshair, mouse, change it all.
Looks like everything's being defended quite nicely here by Sentinels.
Well, I can tell you, it's most definitely not my computer. That I've guaranteed throughout my whole career.
You have a NASA right now?
Yep. It's just the 5950X. It's so good for this game.
Oh man, I kind of want to build a computer with that.
What do you have?
I have a 10900X, I think. Like an i9. Yeah, i9. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
It's fine, but I was told at the time that the i9 was better, but now everyone's saying the AMD is actually better. So
yeah, that one. It's not bad, but like it's definitely good. But for whatever reason, the AMD CPUs are just so insane on games like this. I don't know why.
Yeah, you're just running around World of Warcraft with 7,000 FPS.
I wish, but still very high.
Oh, sorry, 6,000.
6,000, yeah, 6,000.
And the showstopper's going to come out here for Suggest as well.
What was that noise?
Entry into the A sites.
Someone sucking a straw.
Oof. It looked like he couldn't get the crash on the player in heaven, but they'll still get the spike planted. Meanwhile, though, Sentinels are coordinating for a retake. The Cosmic...
Oh.
Dream Dead for you too?
Oh, that was you too?
Yeah.
Heck, everyone else is seeing it. Oh, yeah. What the heck? It died for both of us at the same time.
Takes one with him. I mean, Lakia
is this refresh?
Yeah, you got to refresh. That was weird.
The flick is pretty quick there from Lakia, but still just too much to handle. And Sentinels begin to pull away again.
Just a couple people left.
Just a beautiful
me and Hiko.
From Sentinels, because not only the Cosmic Divide, it allows Sentinels to get into the site, but combining
what time is in your run right now?
27, 26.
After
you're a second ahead of me.
around that area as a plant carrier, the plant spiker, you're trying to watch that window side, you get pulled
20,
away,
19,
immediately
18?
headshotted from heaven side. And that allows Sick to also throw the curveball down the window
you're probably
towards
slow. That's whatever.
And just drops for a solo play to get that kill. It's been very difficult for NUTURN to set up a crossfire on that pulse plant, and Sentinels does a great job out of that. And because of that, this puts NUTURN on a lower buy. Looks like they're forcing up here with a Spectre and a couple of chairs.
I don't know. I think
their abilities and have worked.
I think in 10-15 minutes we're out of here. It's a wrap.
I think
like
I'm
13, like 13-4 or something.
13-5. Just keep it consistent for.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, some early presence there towards A. Solo, in fact, is going to...
Does this mean the loser of this plays V1? So V1 could
V1's out.
Oh, V1's out. Oh, yeah, V1's out. That's right. The loser of this plays
the winner of like whoever
Liquid Fnatic. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So at this point, it seems
so tomorrow's like I think tomorrow's 2 matches, and then Sunday's grand finals, right? It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Weakness, and he'll pounce.
Kind of old, dude. I don't know. There's only 10 teams, but I feel like there's so many matches. It started on Monday. It's ending on Sunday. That's crazy.
Yeah, this could
that's a full week.
The Astrostar comes in, though.
It doesn't seem like it's so close to being done too. Like,
Yeah.
literally in 2 days. Like tomorrow we'll know who's in the grand finals against probably Sentinels.
Said, though, maybe there is no safety. He's gonna have to fight his way out of there.
Oh, that looks so laggy.
He's gonna do just that.
Are they sure they're on land or?
And he seems like he'll be able to hold this one off by himself.
With 20 seconds left, you've gotten 2 kills. You've upgraded into a Phantom. Are you going to try to hurt more economy or just try to go to save this weapon? Looks to be the first part.
I feel like I think it's so long because I just remember CS tourneys. 4 days, 16 teams.
You remember? I mean,
10 matches a day. 10 matches a day.
we would have 16 team tournaments. You'd fly in on a Thursday night. You're home. You fly home on like a Sunday night or a Monday morning. Like literally 16 teams in 3 days.
So many matches.
To be fair, I mean this was a all double elim, all best of 3, and double. I guess that's everything.
Yeah.
A one-shot to the dome.
BO5, I guess. Wait, once we get there.
Is Grand Finals BO5 confirmed?
I'm
So
pretty
with that, though,
sure.
NUTURN looking for a fast push inside the sewers because of these knives, and they open it up onto tens.
Yoink.
That is glorious there.
I feel like you found the equation. Anytime you see a breach flash early, it's instantly just they're doing something aggressive. The breach doesn't flash, doesn't use any of his like non-free abilities unless they're doing a strat insta.
Yeah, he won't just throw a flash.
I don't know if there's a dash available.
No,
just like
not even as a fake.
Yeah,
Literally, if it's a flash, there's a jet dashing or a raise satcheling in.
Comes through onto the A site, but meanwhile, Suggest has been lurking up into B, and the positioning game is well into.
I have all of B, but like I feel like.
However, Dapper
all right,
can still cause problems.
I don't think it's not as crucial as having all of A or all of C to yourself, you know.
Oh.
Here comes the paranoia through.
Oh.
Still good for the frag, though.
Yep,
Sentinels
there it is.
all the kills
Oh,
as they come back
no.
into the site. Suggest he thinks that he's gonna see
Okay, so
he gets caught
the
by
fact
Dapper
that Suggest is in the back of site and kills 0 after 2 of his teammates already died, that's so unfortunate for them. Oh no, everything's going wrong.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but like, what was he doing? Like playing the long game, letting his whole team get ripped apart, and then he was gonna save the day? Why not be the first? Why not be like the first kill? You'd get a freebie.
He definitely could have killed.
He could have easily killed one of them.
Probably the Phoenix, right? He got flashed by the Phoenix flash, but there was an angle where he just like tried to have too much trigger discipline when he should have just like, yeah. What is
Yeah, he was going for the gold. He was going for all of it. He's just being greedy with it.
To be fair, it is kind of unlucky that like the last guy actually was the one that went to actually double check to make sure no one was shield.
Yeah.
But he could have definitely walked away with like 2 or 3 there.
And they didn't give a chance for NUTURN to set up for a post plant, and to try to run through a hot hands like that with all these smokes, not necessarily achievable there for NUTURN.
Now, maybe they were planning something crazy, like let them all in, and then do a breach ult that cuts off before Gong, and then he just goes in from the back and just owns.
They've had some sort of success getting into
because they did use a breach ult, so maybe there was a plan there. But it didn't happen.
That would be 5-head. I don't know if I don't know if that tactical level would have. Well, maybe you never know.
An upper hand from Sentinels' side.
It's just the same, you know. We can beat this. You can beat this idea to the ground, but it's like NUTURN is playing a super aggressive comp on attack, and they're not playing aggressive enough with their comp. They're just getting picked apart before they even gather. Like they're literally like taking slow individual battles and just.
I kind of got here late, not that late, but I feel like I haven't seen any garage control from them when they could just take it easily.
Yeah,
they could easily take it. They just blow up one side, flash, it's theirs. Roomba, flash, it's theirs.
I mean, a lot of meta in NA is trying to find where the Sentinels are playing. Like you know, we talked about this in even the EE game. It's like find where the Sentinel, the Killjoy or Cypher is playing, kill their trips, kill their shocks, or shock their trips, or just kill them, find where they're playing, and then you can do something off of that. But Dapper has full, like, he's not afraid at all, having 2 trips and both of his cages in C site the entire run, and his camera is not even getting, like, found and shot either.
Yeah.
Make his mark by opening up a kill.
This the round they finally take garage, maybe?
I feel like they were planning it, and then Sick peeked and killed one.
Good peek there from Sick.
And here comes the dash with the flash on the back box. He's going to be on top of it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
They're waiting. They're letting Sentinels rotate.
Oh, he didn't go on top of the box.
Nicely here. Allow goes down. Dapper in his own cage.
Oh no.
Cause problems there. Able to get the reload off. Lakia unable to really get the space.
Can you not spam that? Surely you could.
I don't think you can. If you crouch there?
No. I don't believe it. Spam the tip of the head on that angle, looking down.
There's a metal box, like the metal part blocks most of it. Maybe you can do a little damage, but
they are really getting quite far ahead.
Oh yeah, and you dropped the spike, unfortunately, as you're trying to move up towards this C side. That's a great pick from Sig. Look at the amount of headshots he's landing right now.
Did you just see what that Raze did? Hello?
Just peek and die?
No, they were double holding garage, the garage peek, right? They were holding, one was at the grass box and one was at the grass wall. And as Sick peeks and takes the duel, the Raze just hides, and then his teammate dies. Like, literally, he walked out. He walked out, took the duel, and the Raze hid. There was no flash, nothing. That was so weird. He could have easily got the trade.
Yeah. Oh, finally they tried to do something aggressive in garage, but unfortunately,
that was unlucky, though. He got spammed.
Yeah.
Like, through smoke.
At the same time, like, we see Allow try to get some action
like,
towards the
if he had a rifle, he catches that guy, though. In SMG.
Yeah, but even this round, one guy ran to garage alone, and one guy just peeked sewer, and both of them died. So it's 3v5, and there's just no trade potential anywhere.
And they're against 4 players. Tens has the Blaze Storm ready to go. Oh, Barry out of the sky! Blast 10 straight in the face. And there
this is not going to work.
All back to C? They already know. They're already moving.
This is going to be quite difficult. Just the Sheriff to go, and Dapper's going to pepper.
Is he looking for a camera? It's not there.
It was there, but not like,
well,
not
it's
there.
Deep
it's
sea.
Deep sea, yeah.
The result is the same.
He had no idea what it was.
Despite all that, I don't care that they lost a round for NUTURN. That was an absolute monster of a shot there from Perry. To flick that into Tens flying in the air.
Man.
Still 9-2 in favor of Sentinels. You still have, again, those little silver linings that gives you hope.
The scoreline is kind of expected.
Hey, look at that. He's expected it the whole time. Just really
still a nice shot.
Like I said, NUTURN are doing a good job.
As he's getting pulled, too. Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Overall, but it's just, again,
wait, it actually was mid-pull. It was mid-suck. He was moving.
Just a little bit too much
I think it was just the second he was, like, the second it pulled, he shot.
Going all out here towards the C-side den.
Here we go.
Off a fault line.
All right, look, it's last round. Please, here we go.
Do you, okay, after seeing this performance against Sentinels, do you see a NUTURN in the finals going when they get to lowers here? Like, do you realistically see this team beating a Fnatic or Liquid?
I think their Ascent and Split looked way better than their Bind and Haven. Way better. So, you know, if somehow they can manipulate the vetoes to only have to play one of them, which they technically could, maybe they're just so much better at the other maps that they can beat the EU teams. Well, they only have to beat one EU team, right?
Yeah.
Liquid has to play Fnatic, and then Nu plays the winner of that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, do you think NUTURN can beat Liquid or Fnatic? I personally,
can't get it done, though.
I don't know. I just don't think so.
It's hard watching them get just stomped like this and expect them to be able to. Like, they did look decent on. They looked better on Split than they did on Ascent, and they didn't look that good on Ascent. It was really close, but they definitely have looked just not good on Bind or on Haven the whole tournament.
So you know what? I bet you they can beat a Liquid, but they can't beat a Fnatic. That's my guess. Just looking at comps.
I almost think it would be the other way.
Really?
I think Liquid just plays super like individual and just be able to pick off NUTURN, where Fnatic might give them, other than Durka, they might give them a little too much respect and like try to play a little bit more tactical, and maybe that's what, you know, a team like NUTURN actually does good against.
Just from the sheer fact that they didn't break the camera. It's been another
opposite opinions.
One single ability.
The reason I say that is just because of Liquid's kind of old comp.
Now with this pistol, though, pressure is on.
That's true.
They're not feeling it for NUTURN because they're pressuring down towards Stewart.
And Fnatic plays Astra, right? Does Liquid? They play Brim, I know, on.
They don't play Viper either. They don't play any of those.
Okay. I mean, that's a good point then.
Round is definitely a different story compared
Yeah,
to
that's like my only reasoning. It's just comps. It might feel a little bit more comfortable for them based off comps. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, Soms gets caught by a fadeaway from Lakia.
It's not over. It's not over.
Soms left off. And Dapper is now fighting by himself against Justin Perry.
They got the pistol.
Bombs planted.
As much as possible.
Listen, it's Spike. Okay.
There goes Perry though with the stick, and Dapper is just counting on them coming off of it.
Ooh.
It's not going to work out for Dapper. NUTURN pick up a much-needed round, a pistol round no less, on this second half.
The Sentinels go for the full BM and just buy like Marshals and Deagles here?
Oh yeah.
I feel like they do. Knowing them, they must, right?
Yeah, of course they buy this round.
The garage side was just very well done for NUTURN at this point. You said it, Dan. It was a much
give 10s a Marshal, give Sick like a Deagle or something.
There it is.
Sheriff. There it is. Deagle Sheriffs.
But Sentinels, they just want to close it out right now. Another Marshal in the hands of 10s. He's setting up right now to try to get some sort of control towards the garage area. And the rest of them are now moving just behind him on grass. Looks like it's going to be B.
I can't believe Lakia didn't buy.
This is awesome. You would never expect to see him there.
Doesn't matter. He's dead.
Solo in a good position.
Actually, it's good that he didn't buy, it turned out.
Chaos here. Sentinels trying to spring off of TenZ's action. NUTURN control it though, slow it down.
I can't believe he gets that kill, TenZ, and dashes in. Hello?
And here they go through Garage.
Take your kill, take your W.
Ready and waiting.
It's to be fair, it's not that common for two people to be B on second round.
Oh god, it's so scary.
But
finally finds the bullet onto Zoms. Dapper.
Yeah, but you're the one on the force by eco kind of, you know.
Yeah, you're up 10-3.
Yeah, true. True. I guess you are up 10-3, so send it, right? Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Just get them out.
Yeah, true. Get them out.
Light comes through as well, and in goes NUTURN.
Okay.
Swing wide with that judge.
Okay.
And Perry with the Spectre. Nice little combo there, and they'll close it down in favor of NUTURN. Oh, that was a bit scary though.
Surprised they didn't. Like they just ran out like that, right? They ran out with a flashback bomb, and he hit a flick on the graffiti guy. But I'm surprised he didn't use his aftershock. Aftershock graffiti flash out, like aftershock graffiti flash the default flash to swing.
Yeah,
wouldn't that have been better?
I would think so.
It's a little bit shaky for NUTURN.
Might as well. It's like insurance if something was wrong.
Fault line doesn't hit anybody, but you got to.
Maybe they just Solo maybe just has the CS thing where it's like it's a 2v1 or 2v2, just gun out, go in and trade.
Yeah, maybe.
Also, it's a judge, so one shots him if they're anywhere close.
Yeah, maybe not let him get any space at all. Just let him stay as close as possible, so get there fast. Maybe that's what he's thinking. But then again, I very rarely see Solo use his aftershock. I'll be honest.
Oh, nice.
Dude, that was one of the most fun abilities as Breach too. I think it should be able to kill Killjoy ult.
Well, it probably will soon. Just because just looking at the blog post that they said that the way Breach is played right now, everybody just holds on to flashes, and the other utility that he has isn't used enough, and they don't think it's like they don't think it's good enough, so they're gonna buff the other abilities in some way. The flashes will remain the same. So I'm thinking maybe an aftershock to kill utility.
And that's 2 for Solo. That is huge. Gets to upgrade to the Phantom. A 5
I feel like just Killjoy ult would be enough.
Well, yeah.
Who also couldn't really
can't really kill anything else, but
yeah, the Killjoy turret, I guess. Sure, why not?
That's what I'm saying. Just throw it in there so it can kill anything.
Yeah.
Just that's a pretty big radius. It might accidentally blow something up.
Very good chance for Sentinels to win this round. Oh. The jump shot is a great way to start things off here. 10 covering with the daggers, and Sick is going to be doing even better.
He's bailing him out though.
Yeah.
Just like that, it's a 1 versus 3 here for NUTURN. Perry
wins these.
Hell of a task on his hands, and
you think so?
Oh yeah, he wins these. Watch this.
Okay, I'm watching.
Perry can find that first opening engagement. Sentinels with a great peek there.
Almost.
Almost.
Nice try.
Double peek. You can't really beat that too easily.
Damn, dude, that right there was just looked like land diff, by the way. Online, I feel like with how low tens was, you could have easily gotten away with peeking and getting a couple shots off before he went down. But he died so fast when he peeked right there.
Yeah.
Like,
that
was insane how fast he died.
That just turned things over right there for
yeah, I can't really speak to that. I've never played this game online yet, so I feel like this game, yeah, Sag. I always thought Jet would be worse because I feel like the online hitboxes for Jet and Raze when they're moving super fast are broken, but Jets are just as powerful here.
I don't know. I feel like the hitboxes are fine.
Even when Jet's like in the air and Raze is double satchelating into your face.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I just think it's just hard to hit. That's all. Just in general, you know.
Three players, and
just like an awkward, like an awkward movement you're not used to, especially as CS players, right?
Yeah, sometimes you just have to flick your mouse way in the air and swat a Jet out of the sky like she's a little fly.
Yeah, like that's
oh my!
Oh, that's a play.
That's 2 players now against 3, so he's really created. Allow has created a chance for his team. I mean, Perry is kind of far away though.
Go next.
This will be a very tough one.
Did you go next?
Did you go next?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Like that to worry about, but tens is so lethal. There's not too much to be done about that one.
Yeah, when there's no pulse plant utilities that you have to worry about, maybe from shock darts, you still have the firepower that Sentinels has to worry about too. Though that was a nasty shot, and unfortunately, this is gonna be a round to think about.
NUTURN did better than I expected. So
you see how Solo is
that's a W in my eyes.
Like the tournament or
the
just
tournament?
Today?
The tournament.
They're not out yet. They're in the lower bracket finals.
They're out.
They're top 3, Shroud.
They're out.
What do you mean? They're top 3.
Yeah, but they're out.
It's going to be very difficult to find the recovery.
So you're saying there's no chance they can beat either Fnatic or
Liquid?
Liquid?
How they opened the
no. Well, yeah.
In mid. I think that was really
That's what you're saying right now.
No.
On that timing, but
there's always a chance, but no, there's no chance.
We then had like 2 more pushes.
There's a chance, but there's
does
no
that make
chance.
sense?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay.
It's looking like it's coming apart a little bit, but we'll see. We'll have to see if they're able to.
You never know though. You know, maybe Perry wakes up tomorrow, gets some,
This is match point now for Sentinels.
starts owning, carrying.
Maybe picks Astra.
Solo and Suggest they're just fighting.
Imagine that tomorrow their whole comp has changed.
That's a power move if they do that. No way.
It's a Guardian long range. Oh, Tens gets the kill. And despite them getting the kills, they're still falling back here, Dan. So still giving respect to Sentinels. And now Suggest is by himself.
Oh. He jumped into it.
And just like that, it looks like
that was an easy dodge.
That's one way to lose. That's one way to lose.
Oh,
you had man advantage, and you still lost.
And he's gonna get peppered from all sides, and there we go.
Okay, I predicted 13-6, but it 13-4.
To take the series to move forward to the grand
well,
finals.
Grand finals, easy. That was like, I feel like that was the easiest grand finals ever for Sentinels.
In this tournament,
like the run, yeah.
It's so easy. They're just running over everybody.
For sure.
They were all 2-0s, right?
Yeah.
Now for Sentinels, they're walking into the grand
yeah, 2-0 Fnatic, 2-0 Vikings.
There's a world in which Sentinels wins this whole tournament without losing a map.
So much potential.
It's looking quite likely too.
What Shazam currently has in stores into the grand finals, into a BO5. But overall, it's been.
I mean, to be fair, their matches against Fnatic were pretty close, like all things considered.
Yeah.
But no. I feel like we need Fnatic versus Sentinels in the finals. It's like the best possible case.
You want Fnatic versus Sentinels?
Yeah, I think Fnatic is the better team. I don't know why. Sentinels.
You don't want to see a Scream versus Tens?
Sure, I mean I do, but. Who's the better team between Fnatic and Liquid? I don't know why. I feel like it's Fnatic.
We'll see tomorrow who's the better team.
Yeah, well, they have to play each other, and then they have to play NUTURN. So maybe neither of them even make it that far.
Dude, don't, please.
Can you imagine?
Please, that's.
I mean, to be fair, I want Sentinels to win. But I see your chat's like Hiko's a trick. No, I think Sentinels is going to win the whole thing, but I feel like the rematch of Fnatic versus Sentinels would be better. I don't know why.
the easiest grand finals of their lives, I think. Yeah, I just want to. I don't really like care too much who they go up against, but